I'm really curious, like, on what they have to say on this, because it's true, right? We have Kwebbelkop over here who is trying to push AI, and it's kind of cringy in a lot of aspects, because like he's already made his money, and he just wants an AI to make him more money. And then you have the opposite, which is a anime girl with a good and bad side who's unhinged. So I don't know, like, but I think they're both interesting in their own merit. I wonder if it's the presentation.
AI. Depending
presentation
on
and possibly personality. I think it's probably personality.
Or the tool that will lead humanity.
But I feel like you're going to start seeing this more and more, though. Amarath has like that AI chat bot that you can date or something like that. Like once you have enough content, it can summarize your personality and kind of like understand what you're going to say to it. Neuro started as a fun project, but Kwebbel just did it with impure intentions. I wouldn't call it impure as much as capitalistic, which could be impure, but you know.
To a more prosperous future. In reality, the truth lies somewhere in the middle. However, with AI invading every single industry known to man, content creators have been looking for ways to capitalize on this new tool, and we currently have two high-profile cases of this happening. One that has been objectively admonished and shunned.
Ark, if you make a dateable AI character, dude, I would definitely make a dateable AI character. Oh, 100%. 100% I would do that.
By the community, and the other that has been accepted with open arms. But really, what is the difference between these two?
Yeah, I'm
what
curious.
Makes one low-tier cash-grabbing garbage and the other a based and beloved content-making machine? Why is Kwebbelkop hated and Neuro loved?
I think it definitely has to come down to personality, but I think that, you know, like what is this AI doing for Kwebbelkop, right? Like, is it actually making content, or is it just like making random sounds like a lot of content creators do? Like, woo, ah! You know, like what is it actually doing?
Is the question that I seek to answer today. Let's begin this
I've watched the Neuro
discussion by
stuff a
looking
lot.
at Kwebbelkop AI and the man behind it, Jordy, aka Kwebbelkop. He was a long-time and very successful YouTuber who made his career over a 10-year period being a daily uploader and grew his million subscribers. Even if you look back just a couple of years, Kwebbelkop was still relevant, but today he no longer pulls the same views that he used to. His downfall and subsequent AIification is actually a very well-documented phenomenon. What isn't a well-documented phenomenon is the Gundam gang that is taking over the internet. Click the subscribe button to join the Gundam gang and join the movement. After 10 years of being a daily uploader, Jordy began experiencing
Yeah, 10 years of daily uploads, dude, like anyone's gonna get burned out from that. Anybody.
burnout, where he lost the passion and the drive to continue making YouTube content.
He probably honestly lost it after like year 3. Like, let's be honest.
But unlike other very successful YouTubers who have,
if anything, 10 years is impressive, yeah.
Burnout, Jordy was not ready to give up YouTube. Instead,
no, he doesn't want to give up the money, but he wants to find a way that can have an ROI equivalent to what he's currently doing without putting as much effort into it.
He decided to look beyond the limits of mortal flesh and started experimenting with AI. Jordy's first foray into AI was a channel called Blue, which...
Well, I'm actually curious if the AI plays the games, or does the AI just commentate over his gameplay?
Could be seen as a precursor as to what was to come next. Blue was a VTuber channel made for kids that was partially run by AI, but still required a majority of human input in order to keep going. It was over this time that Jordy's fascination with AI would turn into an obsession, and he would eventually come out with Kwebbelkop AI and begin tweeting.
It's so terrifying. I mean, I get why he wants to do it that way, but it's so, that thing looks terrifying.
About how AI influencers are the future of influencers.
So that was so that was in 2023. He's like, I'm expecting hyper-realistic Gen AI videos to be dominating social media within the next 12 months. I mean, he's not wrong, but it's not with the crowd. Like, it's with the boomer crowd. They can't tell the difference.
AI influencers are the future of influencers. Little did he know that he was actually correct, but...
I mean, he is correct. I mean, because Neuro came in and dominated. I mean, people just sit there and like wait for her to say some unhinged shit.
First beloved AI influencer would not, in fact, come from him. Kwebbelkop AI was released as an almost fully AI-run influencer, with the personality and the model being fully run by AI, and the only human input required was someone to play the video game.
Okay.
The personality and the model behind Kwebbelkop AI was based off Jordy himself, and
so did Kwebbelkop just like hire a guy to play games for him? That's what I'm imagining. I'd imagine he's not playing anything anymore.
Was meant to be a replacement for him. He claimed that he cloned his personality, so that the world could always have Kwebbelkop without any effort from Kwebbelkop himself.
I can say I am Kwebbelkop AI, created by the real Kwebbelkop. Kwebbelkop has uploaded all his thoughts and feelings, and now I'm him. You can ask me anything, as many times as you desire.
What?
This outlandish turn of events caught the interest of some very large influencers, mainly Sunny V2 and Charlie Moist Critical, both of whom raised the points that this seemed like a shameless cash grab for Kwebbelkop to rake in the money with as little effort as possible, and that
I'm going to play devil's advocate, okay? I feel like if someone had the opportunity to do minimal effort for maximum ROI, you would do it. It seems weird that like they would shame him for it. That's basic business. It is basic business, right? That's completely basic business. So it's really weird that people are demonizing Kwebbelkop, but I don't think this is what it should be, right? Like this is really creepy. He honestly would have been better just having like a, live 2D avatar, to be honest. I think they see it more as betraying their fan base. Yes and no. I mean, the guy did daily uploads for 10 years, is burnt out, doesn't want to do it anymore, but also doesn't want to give up the business that he is. It's effectively like selling a business or like, hiring a GM, a general manager, or someone to run your business for you, right?
That an AI replica of his personality was always going to be inauthentic.
It says break the block below you, but I can't lie, I'm kind of scared
the
because
only
I'm not
reason
sure.
Ark hasn't replaced himself with AI is that he loves the attention too much.
True. Yeah.
So everything that's being said here, the VTuber avatar, the fucking Bitmoji of him, and all of the dialogue and everything is AI. So he never even had to record. They just needed some kind of gameplay. At least for now. Eventually, they'll probably be able to just have the AI do some rudimentary gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of videos there right now that have like ChatGPT and a bunch of others already playing Minecraft. So yeah, it's not, I mean, there's a ton of like AI agents that have been trained to play Minecraft to like simulate like just how humans interact and how they build and et cetera. Just like, it's just effectively like a sandbox that's just letting them run wild and see what happens. It's just weird that they're demonizing him for it. Like, I get the sanctity of it, right? And I think that it's just like Neuro plays Minecraft. Yeah. Like, it's so weird that, I don't know. I just feel like I'm like beating the same drum here of Moist Criticals being critical on this, but not critical. Was he ever critical about Neurosama? I would argue that Neurosama is much more advanced than what I'm seeing from Kwebbelkop here. Like, way more advanced. But I don't know. It seems weird. I honestly, you're going to see more and more of this. I don't think this is going to go away, chat. Like, I think this is just going to continue to expand. Like, as soon as somebody comes out, like I saw something, I don't think I have it saved anymore. Somebody made a website and it was like a service of using a live 2D model to make short form content, and you told it what to do and what to say, and then it made it for you. AI generation stuff is not going away. If anything, it's going to be more and more ingrained, and it's going to be really cringy at first, but again, it's always like, it's the worst it's ever going to be. I think there's a whole separate discussion and topic about how was the AI sourced and how was it built, and was it built on proprietary information, or was it built off of things that were, copyright infringement effectively, right? Because like you saw when he had the blue thing, you look at those thumbnails, they were copyright infringement throughout on all those thumbnails, because you could easily tell that shit was all AI, But at the same time, and we stopped watching certain people because they started using AI in their videos, because it just feels morally bankrupt. So I don't know. It's a fine line, but it's also like trying to fight air to a certain extent. because like you know it's coming, and this is not going anywhere. The genie's out of the bottle.
And he can just pump these things out endlessly across like 20 channels. And his Twitter as well. You might have seen Kwebbelkop replying to a bunch of tweets recently. His Twitter is run entirely by AI.
Kwebbelkop, in his sage wisdom, decided to do a response video to Charlie. Except he didn't do a response video to Charlie.
No, he did it as no shot.
He had Kwebbelkop AI do a response video to Charlie Moist Critical.
Rather than facing Charlie's valid AI concerns, he's just chilling with his buddy's basic responses to his work. Where's the real debate? You want a debate? I will give you a debate. So let's react to Penguin.
As you can imagine, with
Yeah, that probably didn't go over very well.
such large audiences getting involved, and an inauthentic response by Kwebbelkop, public opinion, which had already not been in his favor, turned even harsher against him. At the end of the day, Kwebbelkop AI failed because it was inauthentic. Why would an audience want an AI replica of an influencer that they love instead of the influencer that they love? It's like if MatPat
Guys,
returned...
they said I couldn't get ChatGPT to do my assignments, but they didn't say I couldn't send the AI to detention for me.
I mean, I get both sides, right? Because like the dedicated audience that wants to see him feel betrayed, right? But I get the other side. He has a business. He's burnt out of it. It's either sell it or innovate. And whether or not that's a good or a bad call is up for debate. But like, yeah, I don't know. It feels weird.
Except now, he was an AI replica of MatPat. Nobody wants that.
Every second you've been watching of this video so far has been completely AI generated. The Kwebbelkop you're seeing on the screen right now is not really me.
So at the end of the day, Kwebbelkop AI failed because it was seen as inauthentic and a shameless cash grab. But Jordy was right.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, it's like nothing syncs up, right? But like, again, like that was years ago and things have gotten so much better.
And the world would see its first beloved AI influencer, only it wouldn't come from Kwebbelkop himself. Instead, it would come from a Twitch streamer named Vidal when he created Neurosama AI. So, why is Kwebbelkop hated and Neurosama loved? Why is there such a difference in perspective around both?
So, I mean, he'll probably go into it, but again, Neuro was Neuro, right? There was no Neuro before Neuro. Kwebbelkop was a real person and then converted to AI, right? But Neurosama was always an AI and just got better. So people, like, from a parasocial perspective, attached to the AI. So I can see why Kwebbelkop feels like a betrayal and Neurosama is fine. But they are functionally both trying to do the same thing.
Both of these AIs, when on the surface,
I think that with Kwebbelkop, it's hard, right? Because like he didn't want to give up his like 13 million person fucking channel, right? So he was trying to think of a way to convert that. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like if he should have just made like stuck with the blue channel or stuck with a different channel and then promoted it with Kwebbelkop. Effectively what like Sayu did when Sayu became a VTuber and stopped making like videos. I think that would have been the smarter way.
they are very similar. Both are completely AI personalities with VTuber models run by AI. Well, to figure this out, let's take a closer look at Neurosama AI. Neurosama AI was created by the Twitch streamer Vidal, and it was not, in fact, originally intended to be an AI influencer. Instead, it was designed...
What? Oh, that's right, it played Osu. Yeah. Forgot about that.
...to be extremely good at the rhythm game Osu. It was during this time, when it was still just an Osu AI, that it gained its name, when Twitch chat started referring to it as Neurosama. Vidal would continuously upgrade and update Neurosama on stream, but eventually found that working on the AI while also running a stream was too taxing, and so took significant time off to upgrade Neurosama off stream. It was during this time that one of Vidal's friends gave him the idea of creating an AI VTuber. Originally, Neurosama and this AI VTuber were supposed to be different projects, but eventually, Vidal decided to combine them and transform Neurosama AI into an AI VTuber. Neurosama AI, the influencer, would then go live on Twitch, with the AI having almost complete control over the personality and the model. Vidal would have a dashboard of what Neurosama was about to say, so that he could censor her from saying anything that could potentially get them banned off Twitch. Despite this, Neurosama gained a reputation.
I thought it's hilarious though that like she has somehow like gone past the restrictions that he's put on her half the time. And the other time she'll say redacted, but other times she'll get around it.
For having a personality of being savage and also based as fuck.
Did he just like train it off Reddit? Like I feel like
delivering some of the most wild lines in a robotic deadpan tone.
Can you be nice to me again? I liked it better when you were nice to me.
Well, that's a shame because I'm not nice to you anymore. Nobody likes you anyway.
Damn.
Nobody likes you at all. Everyone hates you, Vidal. Why would I waste my time being nice to you when nobody ever is?
Oh my
Everyone
God.
is so mean to you. Why are you so unloved? Why don't you leave me alone and let me play my game in peace? No, wait. I don't want to leave you alone because then I'd have to face reality that you actually do hate people, you cold fish.
What the
You just call me a cold fish.
Neurosama had the ability to interact with and respond with her Twitch chat, and so it only took 3 streams for word to spread about Neurosama and a large audience of viewers to gather around her, trying to get her to say some of the most wild things.
Have you ever heard the sound of a dog being electrocuted?
Huh?
No. Well, I have.
But this would only be the beginning for Neurosama, and her popularity would continue to skyrocket. It wouldn't take long for large, already established streamers to catch wind of Neurosama and see the entertainment value in her, and so began what I believe to be the largest contributor to Neurosama's popularity, her collaborations. It wouldn't take long for her collaboration partners to find out that Neurosama is savage and an absolute menace, as she would deliver some of the most heart-wrenching roasts to her collaboration partners.
I do think I'm waiting for something because it feels as though all of the advice you've given me is no advice and you've
Wait, Neuro's dating advice? Oh God.
just been roasting me and everything I am as a person.
I may be new to this dating thing, but even I can tell that's a very sad story.
Do you think of me as a very sad individual, Neuro?
I often think about just how large your cringe is.
Oh my God.
As Neurosama verbally eviscerated and annihilated these popular VTubing streamers, the audience cheered, and her popularity skyrocketed, and is only continuing to skyrocket as we speak. And that leads to my final conclusions as to why
Bro, I can't believe I've been replaced by AI.
Yep.
Kwebbelkop AI is shunned, while Neurosama AI is only continuing to succeed. Entertainment value and authenticity. Kwebbelkop AI was meant to be a replacement for an already existing personality, while
Yeah, and that's why I was saying, like, I feel like he should have just used his Kwebbelkop channel to prop up the other channel, not replace, right? Like, I feel like that was his big misstep. But now he's just double downing.
Neurosama AI is her own personality with an organic backstory and reason for existing. Also, Neurosama is entertaining on her own, but she is best when she is a supplement to real personalities. Also, entertainment value. That is the king of the internet. Content is king. No matter what happens, as long as you are entertaining, you will succeed. And that is the reason why Neurosama is succeeding. She is entertaining. She is based, while Kwebbelkop AI was slop for kids.
Do you at least stop for kids crossing the road?
No.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and join the Gundam gang. For more
Wait, the Neurosama versus Kwebbelkop situation just got worse? Oh no.
content, click the video on the screen now.
Yeah, he did a really good job, like, breaking it down in terms of, like, trying to figure out, like, why one worked and one didn't. I think that Neurosama just being unhinged in general is really interesting. Like I've been in her streams and just like watched and just people are just waiting for her to say just some crazy shit, right? Yeah, she's not like the smartest AI when it comes to playing games, but she's still entertaining. And I guarantee you that if we watched a Kwebbelkop video, it would probably not be entertaining. It's just weird to turn yourself into AI. I just can understand why, though. You know, because you got to think about it. He put all this sweat equity, uploaded for 10 years, right? I get it. I get why he wanted to convert that into something else. He probably had two options. It's either sell the channel, invest in that blue thing, or convert his main channel into his AI channel. And it's hard. When a content creator tries to pivot their content, it's really, really hard. I feel like the whole thing could have just been explained as Neuro-sama was originally an AI, so people accepted it as an AI, where Kwebbelkop wasn't. The end. But it was still a good comparison, to be honest.